Hello, everybody. This is your friend James Flanagan. And recently on Twitter, I asked my Twitter followers for two responses. Number one, how long have you guys been married for? And number two, what is the one piece of advice that you would give to folks for a successful, strong Catholic marriage? And you Twitter followers did not disappoint. So I want to read off a few of their comments and their pieces of advice because let's face it, more advice when it comes to a healthy, strong marriage, the better. I know I need it. You guys probably need it too. So let's just share the wealth. This first piece of advice comes from a wonderful deacon who's been posting some amazing things on Twitter. He says he's been married for 32 years, coming up on May 15th. Never keep score. Never keep score. That was actually one of the pieces of advice in our pre-Cana from Elaine and I, but never keep score. Number two, pray both for you and for your spouse. Make that a routine, routine, routine. That's from Katie. Thank you so much. Pray both for you and your spouse at the same time. Another one said, prioritize your children over yourself. Prioritize your children over yourself. Stay together long enough that no one else will have you. I get that. That is from a from a guy named Hugh. I hear you on that. My wife is probably thinking that about me. The key to a happy marriage are the words, "Yes, honey." My husband knows them so well. That's from a user, Doreen. Thank you, Doreen. 3 years, they've been married for 3 years, is this next piece of advice. Never miss a Sunday in worship of God in the manner He commands us to do, together as a couple and pray daily. 23 years from Jason, faith in God and each other, and patience. Oh, patience. Patience is so important. So important. 31 years is the next one. Be honest with each other. Uh, 13 years, don't marry a feminist. Okay. 28 years this December. I wish I knew how my wife put up with me so long. You and me both, brother. I feel the same way. My wife has an amazing amount of patience with me. 12 years. Try to make important decisions together, being as honest as you can. Um, there's one really touching reply is from Caroline. Says, I'm a widow. My advice, stay to the end. It's the most important thing you can do. Well, thank you for that. Thank you, thank you. It's through sickness and through health, and we have to be committed to each other. So, wonderful piece of advice. Um, this one person says Camp comes in at 16 years, don't get divorced. That's the best piece of advice. Just don't do it regardless of what happens. And you know what's funny about that is I've heard that before. Don't even start thinking about that. Divorce shouldn't even be part of your discussions. Don't, that's not an option. Don't make that an option, right? Um, this Jill says this May is our 30th anniversary. Congratulations, Jill. Remembering that this is for life has probably gotten us through many hard times. That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Max says 31 years, coming in at 31 years. Many marriages hit a very tough time. Do whatever it takes to fight for your marriage, and the love later will be even stronger than before. I saw many couples hit the tough days and give up. They're not doing so well. Yeah, that's that patience, that commitment, that tenacity to stay with your family, stay with your wife. Another one comes in, obey your wife at all times or risk bad physical health. Because some of these comments are just really good stuff. 39 years is what Troy is saying. Love each other to stay the person the other fell in love with. Oh, that is so true. Sometimes we change both for better and for not so better. Life is all about changing and moving and finding that connection of why you came together to begin with is so great. Um, Great account, conservative Catholic comes in and says, "Hey, I've been married for 1.5 years, and here's the guidance. No sex before marriage. Make sure you have almost identical beliefs, as close as identical as possible." Yeah, you got to be equally yoked. You're moving forward with this spiritual battle for your family. You got to be on the same side moving forward. That's such a Great piece of advice. Another one comes in and says, "In my marriage, only God kept it together." Yeah, I mean, what's the idea that the concept of it's a certainly a covenant. It's not a contract. It's a covenant with God and your spouse, and you're making this commitment all together with it. That is so true. Um, and he also goes on to say, after 30 years of trial and error, and this is a big shout out to husbands like me out there, I can honestly say I should have listened to my wife more. I'll try to do better now. Well, that is a good piece of advice, and a piece of advice that I'm sure my wife would appreciate that I hear as well. 24 years comes in from Karen, and Karen says, always assume your spouse has the best intentions, even if it all goes well. Assuming positive intent. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Teresa says, after 28 years, the big thing for her is communication is key. We talk a lot. Andy agrees with communication. Anne agrees. Anne comes in with 50 years. Congratulations, Anne. Communication is key. And forgive and forget. Um, Another response comes back 48 years. I love, so we've been married 6 years, a little over 6 years, right? And anytime I hear 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, that's inspiring, right? There is nothing better than a healthy, long marriage that is built upon trust, built upon God, moving forward as a family. That's really exciting. Just really incredible. Steve comes in with 24 years, another good one. Never even considered divorce, no matter what. But to be able to forgive as you would like to be forgiven. Keep your promise to God made on your wedding day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another response, never go to bed angry and or sleep separate. Always make up beforehand. I have heard that before, and that is some powerful, powerful advice. Tom comes in with a big 30 years of marriage, and he says, family rosary. So powerful. And I see that with my kids. They're practicing, they're praying. I have a 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and they're practicing and praying. They know the prayers, and they're helping the older ones, helping the middle one, and it's helping the younger one. And that's just beautiful. And the rosary is such a beautiful thing to come together. Randall says, give grace and keep in mind that not every day is created equal for your spouse. We have another one that comes in for 25 years, patience and forgiveness, and involve God in your family as you age. Find hobbies that you can both enjoy together. Um, Lots of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces of advice. Maria says, don't fight, cool off, talk later, don't allow your peace to be disturbed. So something that seems trivial when you're growing up as a single man, right? I was in the army for a while, and this concept of peace is what I always thought was, overrated. But building a peaceful home is so important. Peaceful family where your children, your spouse can find refuge is absolutely important. So, I could go on and on and and on, and I'm just really, really grateful for all those responses. And know if you're struggling through some challenges with your marriage, you're probably not alone. Reach out, get some help. Know that I am praying for you. If you can pray for me, pray for my lovely wife Elaine to deal with me, but we're all in it together. And the whole big deal about all this at the end of the day is that we are building strong, strong families. We really need to be committed to each other, and we need to be committed to our spouse and building these really strong families. So I hope that those pieces of advice, I'm so thankful for my followers. If those pieces of advice helped you in a little way, beautiful. And that's just absolutely great. So I have to finish up Bass now for the kids. God bless. Like anything, send me a response back if anything is interested to you. God bless. Thank you.